I have a few questions. Straight away go into the questions. Recently, in the morning, Nadi Shuddhi, sometimes found one side nose not clear. Even lying by the side made it flow. While after sitting up, again became not fluent. Is that means the energy is not enough to support the flow for both nostrils. Fundamentally, we all have unlimited energy. There is no limit to it. The nature of energy itself like that. To understand that, we need to understand how various bodies come together to work. What we know mostly about physical, physiological body. We may know a little bit of prana, but we are not limited to that. The source of our existence by nature is unlimited. It has unlimited energy. So why we are not able to feel that? Why we are not able to channelize that? Why we don't have that unlimited energy flow? First of all, the physical body has a lot of limitations. So as the life grows, as day by day we are living our daily life, then the capacity, the quality of our body will not get better, rather it will deteriorate. Whatever we do, because all the body parts are like a machine. The more you use, the more it deteriorates. It loses its capacity. So now, when we try to regulate the prana based on one's condition, one's body condition, mind condition, the energy will flow within the body. So for the energy if it is not flowing, there can be varieties of reasons. Nature of your body, daily activities, nature of mind, external conditions, temperature, seasons, air flow, air movement. So by practice, we realize that, we are aware of it, and that experience help us to not only aware of our body, also aware of the nature of this energy flow, energy movement. And whatever we do, what kind of technique you do, we can't utilize that full energy with this limited body. So now you are seeing, you are identifying. I lie down, still it is not staying longer. So what you have to do, fundamentally, you have to look into what are the other problems. As I said, it may be the nature of the body, structure of the body. Food, lifestyle, mind, all factors you need to look into. Also, time factor. You may be regularly practicing, but maybe it's not a right practice as per your body condition. Also, maybe not enough time given. This observation is helping. This observation is bringing the knowledge you need to get to know, and look into your asana practice, look into your mind condition, nature of the mind. Is it calm, or it gets anxious very easily? Is it restless? So keep observing not only the breath, keep observing the other things also. You'll find the answer. Okay, next question. When whole body relaxing without any effort at the last part, I normally maintain the spine straight, then chin mudra release, hands relax, mind empty, whole body relax. Is it like that? Yes, it is. So if you relax the whole body, basically, the whole idea is you are not putting any special effort, extra effort. So what you are doing already is fine. That's the way you have to do. The next question. In recent Nadi Shuddhi practice, every morning you are using left nostril inhalation. I found myself continuing right nostril block. So I change into right inhalation, more comfortable. So can I use right to inhale every time until right side opened and change into left inhalation? So if you do only one side, even if you do right side, your inhalation probably better. But after exhalation from the left side, you need to again anyway inhale from the left and exhale from the right. So the blockage will be there anyway. Starting time, probably okay. But overall in the cycle, there will be blockages. So you need to find the reason. If it is always happening, as we have seen before, if you do Jalneti, nasal cleansing, doing inversion or back bend before pranayama practice, or certain asanas overall, do some asana practice before pranayama practice. So find a way to clear the passage. You may still get benefit, but what could be happening is you may be working on one side of the energy field. And also the whole idea is going towards passive mind. The practice leading towards stillness. So physical imbalance, energetically imbalance, mental imbalance. All will not help to go to that stillness. So it is not that if you start from right side, it will not help. But if you start from the right side, see the whole cycle you are doing without any blockage. Many schools starting from right side, many traditions starting from left side. But the idea is leading to stillness, leading to that passive state. So check that if you are doing fully. What is the relationship between heart, consciousness, mind in yoga? The awareness that we are practicing come from which of them? The thoughts that when we are meditating is come through which of them? The consciousness in the physical level is in which part of the body? Is the consciousness equal with soul? What is the relationship between heart, consciousness, mind in yoga? Whatever yoga says, or whatever any other tradition says, let it be. Let us explore through our own experience. First, to start, be aware of the physical body. Through devices, also our own experience. Through that, we can aware physiological, organic body also to some extent. Then when it comes to senses, also we are experiencing hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, touch sensation. All these things, very same experience, normal experience to some extent, can recognize from outside also. Now, when it comes to mind, that's where the challenge. The main reason, we ourselves don't give enough time to look into the mind. Like we are not giving time to look into the breath. Breath flow naturally happening, we take it for granted, and we even don't know what is the effect of that with the various bodies we are carrying on. Same way, we don't give enough attention to the mind. Now, also there will be challenges because of the language. Consciousness, the word in English can very easily misguide because the meaning we use in other ways also. A person suddenly fell down. So we simply say he became unconscious. We say, I am gone through this minor surgery, and they put this drug anesthesia for that part. I was so conscious when the surgery was happening. I am so aware. I was so aware. Common ways in English we use that. Do you do it consciously? Or are you conscious enough to make the decision? Like these various ways, various times. The word conscious used to describe one person is fully alert, fully aware, fully using that mind to do the job. So to separate, using these words, consciousness and mind, to identify just by words, not possible. We can get into some assumptions. That's why a lot of different interpretations based on different assumptions. And what is our experience so far? When my mind is active, when my mind is not active. When my mind is active, what is the way I can deal with that? When my mind is not active, what is really happening to that? So in our daily life, we do various things from the time we wake up. And you can notice once we wake up, thought process start to come in. Senses are activated. You hear something, see something, smell something, and based on that thought process going on, and not just based on what you see that moment. Whatever you have seen before, what you want to see also coming into your thought process. So the memory, you get up, memory says, okay, today you have to meet this person. From the past, it's not that moment what you see. Already seen or connected to senses, and you can see that combination. Then body, senses, then the whole data of the mind. Memory says, okay, you have to meet this person at this time. Where? At this place. The mind calculates, okay, when I have to go. If I have to meet this person at 10 o'clock, it will take so much time to reach there from this place. So you have to leave 9 o'clock. So how I can go? Which takes more time, which takes less time? Which route is better? So all the calculations are happening, analysis is happening. Then intelligence helping to make the decision, which is also based on your past experience. May not be the same experience, various experiences. Based on that, the mind calculates using the intelligence. Then you get a pleasant experience, unpleasant experience based on that. Then based on that, we develop this favorite, non-favorite, likes and dislikes. Planning for future. All the calculation, all the right way or wrong way. So this whole drama is happening because of that. That's the condition when the mind is active. When the mind is not active, so when we go to sleep, so when we go to sleep, our body need to get into the passive state. Not only that, the mind has to withdraw all its activities. Not just the mind, all the senses also. It's working combinedly there, right? So you lie down, you smell some food, very, very favorite food, delicious food. If you are already hungry or you didn't eat that food for a long time, the body will not go to sleep that easily. Just that smell of the food will wake you up or not allow you to go to sleep. You may get up and go and eat. Or you are ready to sleep, somebody sitting next to you and keep talking, asking question, making you to talk. We may go to sleep even to cut down that connection when somebody talks. So our senses need to withdraw. Senses withdrawn, mind doesn't have any input. Not only the senses, our memory and calculating things also need to withdraw. So you lie down, sleeping, the mind is thinking about what happened the whole day. Memory, past experience. Mind is planning what we will do tomorrow, what we will do next week. Constant plan. So will not allow the mind to sleep. The mind will not allow the body to sleep. Even though you lie down, but the mind, if it is still active, will not sleep. So that is very clear through our own experience. When I want to sleep, the body, mind both needs to sleep. Senses need to stop connecting to the mind. Our mind needs to stop connecting to the senses. Then we can see you are not aware what's going on. Excuse me. Close. Sorry, heavy rain. I need to close the window. So until here, it's everybody's experience. We all see that. We all experiencing it. When we are going to sleep, the mind needs to sleep. Then only we are able to sleep. Once we start to sleep, we don't know when, but some point of time, we are getting dreams. We are not moving the arms, we are not moving the legs, we are not moving the body, but in the dream, the whole movie is going on, whole drama is going on. We are seeing, we are witnessing more than what we see in our day-to-day life, what we experience in our day-to-day life. Where it comes from. If you look at our own experience, varieties of ways the dreams are happening based on what we are experiencing, what we imagined, what we heard or seen. Sometime we have never seen. We see the people whom we never met. We see the people who are dead long back. We are seeing the places which are not at all existing in earth. Or we have never seen. Varieties of experience. How it is happening, we don't know exactly. But we can come to this conclusion. Has a lot of things connected with the memory part of the mind. Some part of the mind is getting activated during the dream time. But why we don't know that in the waking time? Why we don't know that? Also, it's not that every dream we remember when we wake up. Even if we remember, it's not every detail of that we remember. It just happened 1 hour before, but I'm not able to recall what happened to that mind. We may get the answer when we give more time to look into the mind. Because we are not giving enough time to the mind, basically we simply come to this conclusion. We don't know, it's a different part of the mind. Different masters, different traditions coming into this conclusion of unconscious mind, subconscious mind, superconscious mind. So basically what they are saying, the mind itself functioning in few layers. In normal day-to-day life, what we are dealing is only from the surface level. We are not really going the deeper layers of the mind to function. That's why Yoga Sutra says Chitta Vritti Nirodha. To get into that Nirodha, even though we may be doing meditation, because of these various layers, it is still holding us. Meditation time, you may be going into somewhere, but once you come out, you have no connection with that deeper side. Still, you are working from the surface level. Unless we recognize the nature of the mind, the layers of the mind, then we can't really recognize the way the mind functions. Now, when it comes to heart and mind, they separate it, mainly some masters and philosophers. It is just to give some identification. When the mind is not getting involved with a certain calculation, certain planning of past and future, when something happens spontaneously without really using the memory and other things. They mention this word heart. It's a way to communicate. Otherwise, basically, the communication will be a problem because it's very difficult to differentiate, though it is also happening through that mind. So I would say it's a more poetic sense when you use the word heart, or just to differentiate technically the way of the mind functions and a childlike mind, a godlike mind when it functions. But basically, it's all mind. It is not something different. Okay. Now, until here, we are able to see. I can say that it's all our experience. We can relate that. Even if you analyze your dreams, you will see a lot of things from there. Then there is a time there is no dream, no mind, no awareness, nothing, going into deep sleep. It's also our own experience, everybody's experience. What happening? A big question mark. What is happening to the mind? What is happening? Even if you take the other one, awareness, consciousness, whatever thing, what is happening to that? Now, to find the answer, we have to come to meditation. We have to recreate. We have to bring the same action like sleeping to see what is happening. So we are sitting, body is getting into the stillness like sleep. Slowly withdraw the senses. Whatever happening around, let it happen. You are not giving attention to that. Like sleep, withdraw the senses. Then the active mind going to the memory or thinking, analyzing, all those things. We want to get into the stillness. That's where we may be struggling, but we all experience. There are certain times thoughts also disappearing. A complete stillness. Stillness, the body, no movement, no awareness. Mind getting into stillness. But there is this awareness. The awareness which is aware of the emptiness. The awareness which recognizes the nothingness. The awareness which sees there is no thought. The awareness which experiences the totality. I say totality because everything comes into standstill. It may be not longer, even short period. You might have got the glimpse of it when you meditate. Sometimes not only meditation, in many day-to-day activities also. The time conscious, time factor, put it this way, instead of conscious, time factor, the place factor, all disappear. So in meditation also, when you are able to go into that stillness, your legs may got numbness, you can recognize after you come out of meditation. Before going into meditation, stillness in the meditation, if your legs are keep on seeking your attention, you can't get into that stillness. You may be still adjusting the legs. But you arrange the posture, you have got into the stillness, staying there a certain amount of time. You lose the connection of the body. You don't see the legs are got numb. But the numbness happening already. But your awareness is not there with the body. Awareness not there with the senses. Awareness not there with the mind. That's where we easily get confusion. Now we can say, I am saying something, you are hearing something. You may be thinking, I aware that I am listening. Is it not the same? In meditation, stillness, I aware? No, it is not the same. Why it is not the same? Because here, from the senses, mind getting the data, mind getting that data, the awareness supporting the mind to register the experience. So the whole practice is to clearly see the difference between this awareness and this mind. We all have some idea, but not complete idea, clear idea. And that's the reason this practice is there. So actually this question you asked, if you know the answer, if everybody know the answer, there is no question of practice. Then what is the nature of this awareness? Different masters talked about it. Basically they say It never changes. It is there all the time. There is no beginning, there is no end. Because of that, the body functions, the mind functions. Because of that, everything in the universe functions. That's why our identification about ourselves is based on ignorance because we don't know what is actual reality. So we limit ourselves with this body and we see this body should be like that, like that. We see our mind is like that, it should do that, it should not do that. Then we fear of death. We completely limiting ourselves within this body mind sense complex. When you are clearly seeing the difference between the mind and awareness, when you are experiencing it without any reference, without any teacher, without any books, it's your own experience, your own seeing that clarity between this. That make us to see our reality, our nature. That's where we see the body changes, mind changes, life changes. All these things happening is a momentary thing. Birth and death and everything. And there is a fundamental existence, a fundamental being or ultimate being. That one thing is linking all these things together, making us to see us as though many different things. So we experience body, we experience mind to some extent. The other thing, actually we are experiencing, but we are not recognizing it. It's not that we are not experiencing. We are experiencing, but we are not recognizing it. The mind keep on neglecting that and making that mind to think itself, it's all everything. So this journey is helping us to recognize that. That's why our masters keep saying, you are not going to achieve anything because you have already achieved. What you are trying to reach, you are that already. What you want to know, it is there all the time with you. Just you don't know. You don't see that. You are not giving attention to that. Keep looking into that. So different words given: consciousness, ultimate reality, awareness, God, Father, various names given for that. You can also give your own name if you don't like these names. Mr. X, Mr. Y, you can say. It's a mystical thing. It's there all the time, but we are not able to recognize a mystical thing. realizing that, making this mind to know that reality is this whole practice, aim of this practice. And you are also asking the thoughts that when we are meditating is come through which of them? It's all mind. All the thought process are nothing but the process of the mind. Also, the consciousness in the physical level is in which part of the body? Every cell, that mystical thing, that X factor, that unlimited being, ultimate being, which has connected with every cell, everything. In the space, it is there. In the body, it is there. In the whole universe, it is there. So it's not separately at the heart, it is there. Our energy centers, it is there. Even if you go to the subtle levels, no, which is there, the whole body. So now the consciousness equal with soul. Again, it may confuse because we think what happens after death, the soul departs from the body. Quite common understanding. It's very easily misunderstood. We have to ask this question: what is soul? What is spirit? What is self? What individual self? What is universal self?